also losing valuable time out of the round.
No, actually, they stopped the time.
Oh, do they stop
They stopped
time?
it, and then he said time, and then they started back up.
Oh.
Oh, gosh. That was close. That was almost a table shot.
We've had that step through onto the table and everything else. Boy, Peterson's just marching.
He's marching down, especially on that, if you look at the cut right there.
Yep. Seems like he's getting a block on everything that Cerresso's bringing too. Getting his gloves up quick. Another nice finish to the round.
I'm just trying to gauge to see who he thinks winning this fight, but you probably don't want to say. I said I'm looking at my husband right now, Chuck Horton, seeing if I can gauge who he thinks is winning this fight. But he won't say. He's gonna whisper it in my ear.
Okay, what was she saying about me?
No, she was just saying she was trying to get a gauge of who you thought was winning.
I got to tell you, I think Dave Peterson's winning this fight so far. That's, you know, nobody's gonna ever accuse me of being a judge, but I know boxing, and I got him ahead. I only got Cerresso winning one round right now. Dave is like a praying mantis right now. He's confident. He's exposed. He's
very patient right now.
Yeah.
He looks very calm and relaxed.
That's a great fight. Well, we had to get rid of my wife because I thought she was talking about me, but thank you, Corinda, for coming on like that.
Brenda Horton, the founder of Horton Showmanship.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I know she did a lot back in the day.
Corinda, I wouldn't be anything without Corinda. Boy, Cerresso's pouring it on though, but he better because that cut's getting worse.
He's swelling under the eye as well.
Dave has found a home for that beautiful right hand, uppercut, right hook, underneath, over the top.
Boy, what a war.
Yeah, this is boxing. This is what the fans need to see. You know, and it's so bad that somebody's got to lose. You know, that was a good body shot by David. Yep. I like how Cerresso jabs to the body. But when he tries to land multiple jabs, it just seems kind of slow, or it's off mark a little bit.
You're watching Dave though, as that jab comes in, he just waits and then he plants that left over the top.
Yeah, there's a beautiful uppercut landed by Peterson. Boy, Mark's had to earn his money tonight too.
Yeah, he sure is. I talked to him in between the fights. I just told him, I was like, man, you're like running a marathon. He said, well, I'm not actually tired. It's just all the lights are so hot. But boy, to pay that close attention, and
yeah, I
mean, you're keyed up. This is his own fight here. Oh, good exchange there.
Oh, now there's a stiff jab. You know, I got to tell you, we've had a great luck with our fight, Doc. That was a nice right hand from Cerresso, but he needs to see more of those if he wants this. Yep. Because then Dave clowns him and then does what he wants, you know. All right, Cerresso's coming on the march right now. I got him winning the first round, and then I got Dave winning the rest, and it looks like Cerresso's starting to come on the march. But Dave's a clever fighter. He can turn this around at any time.
Yeah, he looks well prepared.
Yeah, see, I go back to the old body thing. I mean, you know.
Linda was saying she looked down during the Al Sands fight and missed the uppercut. Oh, an exchange.
Oh, beautiful.
Flurry.
Yeah, look at them. Boy, they love to fight. You can see it. Just all smiles, man. I'll tell you what. You know, I mean, to be able to fight like that and come back with a smile, both of them, just like, hey, this is what we do, boys. You know?
They are in it. Oh. It's coming to round 7. Scheduled for 8. Someone's coming out of here with a title belt.
Yeah, I tell you, it's, I gave that last round to Cerresso. I gave that last round 2, and then 4. Yep, 2 to 4. Yeah, I got Ron Peterson. I got Ron Peterson's little, well, Ron Peterson's son, Ronnie, looking at me. He's giving me the finger, and he's an old pro fighter too, and not the fingers, but he's letting me know. It seems to me like we're on the same amount.
Giving the count.
Yeah. Cerresso, they got him all stretched out over there. I mean, Clem Tucker's working the cuts, and he seems to be doing a good job on stopping the, the bleeding, but it does open up between rounds, but they're controlling it pretty good. You know, the swelling, oh, that's a nice lead hook off for Cerresso. Well, I tell you what, for the fight fans that are watching this at home, you are in for a treat.
Well, like we said, we'll be selling DVDs. They're $10 plus shipping and handling.
Nice.
And then we're also going to have it online. It'll be in the archive, so you'll be able to go back and watch it.
Good. Will they be able to download it for a price too, or on?
No, it'll just be DVD. They'll be able to order that right off the website in the iFan store.
Yeah, call me in for a copy.
And then, but then out of that, the archives will be in there. They can play that forward and back and watch it. Internet's been kind of spotty, so we've been dropping here and there.
Right.
But you'll be able to get the full version and watch it at your leisure.
Looks like it's a pretty close round so far. Someone's good. And, they've all been pretty much 10-9 rounds. There's not, I haven't seen a knockdown, which I'm surprised because they're sure launching some bombs on each other. Looks like they're calling the corner of the
nice
tape's getting loose. Nice check hook.
Try and get this tape.
Yeah, Dan O'Connor and Ron Peterson Sr. working the corner. Oh, it's hard to keep that tape down when it's wet and you're sweating like that. I mean, Hinckley Commission's using a different kind of tape, and it's been working effective so far. But when you this is a hot venue right now.
It is quite warm in here.
I mean, and it'll just take it off,
It was cool in here before it started.
Yeah.
Dave Johnson on camera doing a great job keeping all the action.
Yeah, he's coming back after that little break, getting his tape. He's getting that. Oh, landing some good Chris combinations. Nice overhand right by Cerresso. See, Dave fights all the way. I mean, he knows how to fight. He's been raised by his father, Ron Peterson's been in boxing, I mean, forever and a day, and he's done a great job with his kid. And Dan O'Connor has been working real hard. And my hat's off to Cerresso's camp, too. I mean, these boys both came prepared.
They sure did.
So much time we give so much credit to national trainers, and we got some great local trainers here, too. Rick Anderson preparing his Hector, for that battle. Jamal James camp, Adonis Frazier and his father, Circle of Discipline. Dan O'Connor and Ron Peterson, just, we know how to train fighters. Myself, I've been training fighters too. I mean, Floyd's a great trainer, but hey, you know what? If we lived in a Mecca, I wonder what we could do too.
Yeah, there you go.
If you could cherry pick fighters, wouldn't it be great?
Here comes the last 10-second barrage.
Yeah, boy, every second, wow, great fight. God, no, one more, man. One more. I tell you what, it was a close round. I feel like David edged that one out as well. So, I got it 5-2. Cerresso's going to need something, as far as I can see, Cerresso's going to need something big to stop, you know, to turn this around. How do you have it, Brenda?
Get the mic back? That's awesome. I can't even hear myself think. Okay, there we go.
You got a little bit softer voice than Chuck does.
I actually see it the same way that you do, and but I'm not a judge as well, and that's the thing. You never know what these judges are going to do. I mean, tonight, for example, earlier in a fight, I thought another person won, and they went the other way. But who am I? I never went to judge school. What's that?
It'll be really wet over here in this corner, but.
Okay, I got to get, oh! Well, looks like Cerresso's on the mark. He needs a march.
Oh.
Dave, stiff left,
Nice
down.
stiff left.
A lot of those guys like that, David, he knows how to do that drop jab. You know, they drop it in and they push it down right in the end of it. It's a heck of a punch for a long, lean guy to throw.
Both guys squaring in, just getting toe-to-toe.
I'll tell you what. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice overhand right. Nice overhand right. I think, you know, David should, you know, leave an exclamation mark on it right now. You know, if I was him, just to play it safe. But they turn the cards in every round, so. Oh! Wow, he needs to finish that. He should let him go and go ahead. No, Dave's not even hurt.
No.
Oh, he's mad now.
Oh, he's mad.
Dave's not hurt it. Yeah, there he comes. He's on the mark. No, we got a slugfest right in the middle of the ring here, guys.
This is great.
Makes him miss a couple times. Makes him miss.
Dave's got a cut on his left eye now, too.
Dave's cut too, huh?
Yep.
Well, they left their mark on each other, that's for sure. Oh, boy, David's got a chin. Those were bombs.
Cerresso's letting those hands go.
He opened them up pretty good. Yeah, he's tired. David's got to march with him, man. Oh, he fires the right hand back. Gets on the jab.
Oh, what a great war.
Let that right hand go. Both of them are just dropping there.
Oh, straight left there, too, by Cerresso.
Wow. Oh, good hook. I got Cerresso winning this round. Nice uppercut.
Nice uppercut.
Cerresso's on the march, too. What an epic war.
Jesse's going to have a great line on the website.
Yeah, good.
Come tomorrow morning, if not by 10 tonight.
Yeah, that, you know, he works like 3 different jobs, has 2 little kids. Wow. Oh, he's got that. He's laying that forearm across. You got to get, well, you know, it's the last round. They're laying it out. I mean, they slammed heads there. Oh, right in the teeth. Oh, yeah.
Last 10 seconds.
Land the right hand. Oh, another overhand.
Right hand.
Oh, my
left.
goodness, man. What the hell? Oh my God. What the heck? Yep. Ah, what a good fight. I'm going to turn it over to Corinna while I jump in the ring here.
You bet.
I love my husband's play-by-play. Isn't that great? I said I love my husband's play-by-play.
Well, he calls it like a true fan does, so.
And that's why I handed him the mic. Because I'm much more of a silent spectator than he is.
I was kind of lost for words at some point there. That was a great fight.
That was great.
Oh.
That was great. And this is when I don't want to be a judge. When you've got the fans from both sides wanting their guy to be the winner.
Exactly. Well, and you're also looking at, and somebody's going to go and have that one on their mark too, so.
And there is something to say about a crowd too. They do have an influence on the judges. Even though the judges say no, that's not happening, when you're hearing that name over and over and over in your head, it's got to have a little bit of an
impact. It makes it sound like they're doing more even if they're not. But yeah, what a great fight. You know, other than that, Dave sustained that cut right in the last round. And I think that came from that straight overhand right that Cerresso brought to him, opened that cut up. And Cerresso took the one early with a headbutt, and they did a great job on controlling that cut and not letting it get any bigger. So.
Well, the finesse, the control, the excitement, just the way they could both bring it on, that was great. And that's what boxing needs. That's what we want to see. That's what the fans want to see, and that's what they're here. That's why they're all standing up.
Well, and that's part of the reason why, you know, we get to bring and do what we do, because, you know, some people look at it and say, boy, why should I go? Well, you know, sitting watching it from home, and sometimes you get a sporadic internet break, and depending on the internet, which we've been bouncing up and down here for the last few rounds, whichever, but this is a chance where everybody gets to see what happens, and it is a family event.
Again, 76-76 a draw. Judge Tim Taggart Sr. scores this bout 77-75 for Cerresso Fort. Judge Scott Most scores this bout 77-75, and your new Minnesota State light middleweight champion, Cerresso.
When you know, talk about judging, what do they see? What are they seeing from their side of the ring?
Yep, and you know, not to say that it wasn't a close fight.
It was a great fight. It was a great fight. Although, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a judge.
I'm not either, and nor do I claim to want to be. You see a great shot there, Dave, just patting him on the head.
I think he's a little bewildered. I think he really thought that he won that fight. And he's probably just trying to sink that in, trying to figure out, but this is definitely a rematch.
I would say that that's going to be in the books very quickly. Let these guys unwind, and I'd say probably in the 8-month time frame, very well could see that on the books. What a fight.
So tonight we had 2 of those. We had those 2 draws. We had a couple draws. Now, was that the same judge that drew a draw for both of the fights?
You know, I wrote down the scores, but I didn't write what names went with those scores. And I don't know the judges to know,
yeah, right.
to be able to pick out which one was which. But yeah, you look at that and go, you get 1 draw out of there, which, you know.
Well, that means it's a very close fight.
Exactly.
It's a very, very close fight when you've got that. Well, and this is the first loss then for Dave Peterson. He was an undefeated fighter. Now he's going to have to deal with what he's going to do now that he has a loss on his record. Where's he going to go from here?
All right, before you leave, right here at this time, the Floyd Mayweather and Cerresso Fort camp. And I talked to Dave Peterson. That was too close of a fight. Who wanted to see the kid in the city? I think it was too close, and I think it needs to be a rematch. Who wanted to see the
These are Hinckley.
See, he reads my mind.
Floyd, what do you say to that?
Floyd Mayweather Sr. on the mic now.
Is he talking money here?
To tell you the truth, if you want to fight, again, we're going to give him a fight. But there was no question, no doubt in nobody's mind he got his ass blasted tonight.
Yeah,
The
that's
fight
typical.
was not close. And guess what? The fight was not close.
And this is why some in the boxing.
Hey, thank you very much for coming. But I do think it was.
We certainly agree here.
I think we do. I think hopefully we can get in on that scorecard as well and be part of that. That would be a great night.
It's one of those fights that'll have to build up. They'll go out and they'll fight some more fights before they're able to rematch, because Cerresso Fort, now he's got a win on his record. He's got that title belt, and he's going to want to. There's going to be other people who are going to want to have that belt too.
Sure.
And so he's going to have to hold on to that belt a few more times before I think we'll see a rematch on that fight, because it was so close.
Because, yes. Yeah, boy, what a great night of action here. Cerresso's looking for his belt.
I know, he's looking for that belt. I know it's around here somewhere.
Well, Dave, at this point, let's go back. Do you have replays set up?
Yep, just.
And be ready just in case the belt comes out, just so we can cut to that.
All righty. We've got about 8.5 minutes here of replay, so. Should we hang on just a moment here to see if they...
Yeah, we'll hang on here just a moment
see if they
and
bring
see
a belt out.
What all transpires here. But the youngster out in the middle of the ring there is a 7-year-old who sang the national anthem. But a great...
Well, let's go to the replays. We'll come back if they bring that belt out here. Here you go, Craig. Are you ready?
Let it roll.
Okay.
Oh, Kalinda, you'll have to watch, because there's a knockout in this 8-minute section here. It's going all the way back to Devilance Depot is in the black trimmed with red. He's the one that's going to come in here and get a technical knockout over John Kingbird.
Yeah, some of those right on the button.
He took some horrific body shots from Depot, and that's what sealed the deal as Kingbird went down.
It's like he had a liver shot or something that he...
This is the second fight now.
And this fight here is Charles Goodwin in the red trunks. He got the victory. Corey Thompson now here in his pro debut with Stanley Lewis. As you can hear the crowd in the background, Corey Lewis shaking off, saying it ain't nothing, but Corey Thompson come back and put an exclamation point on it, and he's going to get the victory here for his first victory in pro fight. You can see this will be the finishing touches here coming up for Corey Thompson. See, just pouring it on, working the body over the top. He just took a shot there, and there down goes Stanley Lewis. That was in the first round. Second round, much more of the same, as Thompson there again puts him down. Then came Jerome Labarge in the blue, trimmed with white. Came out strong first two rounds.
Actually, I thought he won 3 rounds. I thought it was 3-1, but I was wrong. This is one of the fights that I was talking about.
Matthew Kahara, the Rock as he is named, but that one also had a draw in it, 38-38.
And Matthew did have some very, very strong punches in there that the whole crowd went, oh, when they make those noises, then you know it's a heavy hit. You get the crowd,
a little crowd sympathy with that.
But
but the first 2 rounds, I think did go to Labarge. That's the way I looked at it, because
I really thought he controlled the ring. He had the whole fight, I thought, the first 2 rounds for sure.
And then the last 2 rounds, Matthew Kahara was landing left like uncontrollably. It was like every one he threw. And Caleb Truax was sitting in with me at that time. He's just like, every left, every left. And now if he follows with a right, and then he ended up doing it, and that was in the 4th round. So.
Well, and you have to have a strong finish. The judge, even though you do turn your scorecards in between the rounds, so that you're getting the.
And then this is Michael
This
Falk.
one definitely.
And Richard Hargraves. Hargraves is in the red. Who came in?
I was really looking forward to Michael Falk. Does a lot of. He spars with some of the top athletes around, and I just really wanted to see more from him. I was really disappointed in that he was almost like he was a sparring partner there for the first few rounds, and then he finally picked it up mid-fight.
Well, and that's what Caleb was talking about, that he's really a thinking boxer, and he's like, I think he's overanalyzing everything right at this moment because he just couldn't get in close enough to even start working that.
I really
that
wanted to see
hand.
him let loose, because when he did let loose, you know, the moments that he did, you could see he has it in him. But that fire that it takes to take it to the next level, it wasn't there. Not tonight.
Well, you saw it here in the last 2 fights, that's for sure. And then Richard Hargraves gets the decision on this one. And this is Al Sands. Al Sands in the black, which is actually blue trimmed with white. And Kia Daniels. Daniels came in his last 3 fights, took a 1st round knockout, and that's where Al had to come in and test it. And he comes up. It's coming up here shortly. And you're going to see it's a right hand uppercut. It comes in. It's when they come back across.
I'm not going to look
away.
down.
Don't look away.
I'm not looking
there,
down.
There it was, right there.
Oh, I see. I'm gonna have to look at your instant replays again, because I feel like I missed it again, and I was looking right at the screen.
It was really quick because he came in and just it was perfectly timed.
Now, what did he hit his chin? I couldn't tell.
It looked like he came on a straight uppercut.
Because you know that chin shot will take you down like that.
And then comes up Jamal James and Hector Orozco. And I tell you, boy, what a war this was. Hector kept marching in, and Jamal just continued to pick his shots and work as a boxer. Didn't get into the brawl. And
I really enjoy watching the guys that are lesser weights, you know, because they're so fast, and that's the fun. I really enjoy those fights.
Well, we were talking about that before, because a lot of people come to watch the heavyweights because, you know, they hit harder. You hear those body shots, you really hear them. But I mean, when you start getting down in the smaller weight classes,
that's when
I mean,
see the
it's
speed.
spill.
You see the
speed and technique and everything that's.
And they're not always you're not gonna have a knockout, but you're gonna see a 6-round fight go the distance, and you're gonna see 2 guys bloody it out.
That is for sure. And you can see here continuing the war. I mean, Orozco continue to press. I mean, he get peppered with five great hits, and he come back and get 1 and keep continuing marching on. And then the main event, I guess the co-main event, which at this one, you know, I didn't get to write down the scores on this one, but I know there was 1 draw.
1 draw and then 2 judges in favor.
Yep, for Cerresso Fort, making him the new.
They just kind of stood toe-to-toe that entire bout.
They sure did. I mean, this was a war right. It was right from the get-go, actually. You know, and towards the end, I think, you know, Dave started to press a little bit too, because he was so calm, collected. And then I think he took 1 shot, and I think that kind of either woke him up or started to press a little.
Well, and that's why it's so great that you have this film. So now we can go back, we can watch the tape, we can see exactly what we saw. Now, without the crowd, without the people yelling, without the cheering, without all that influence that can be part of judging a fight, and see exactly what it is, who won this fight. And maybe the judges, they're actually watching the fight. We're sitting here talking about
exactly.
it.
wiping
They're-
up water, handing towels,
Right.
controlling microphones, you know. It's always interesting when Chuck's around because you never know if he's going to be in the middle of the ring, in a corner,
Right.
taking tickets.
Right.
You never know where he's going to be.
We're a carny show here. When we have a boxing show, we do it all.
Oh, that's great. But as he got in the later rounds, actually there was a headbutt in there, an accidental headbutt, which gave the cut on Cerresso Fort's left eye. And then he also had a nice welt underneath the left eye. There you see the end of that one.
Nice. The smiles on their faces. Oh, there's the back
Hey,
of our heads.
we can say hi.
Yeah.
So with that, I think we will put a wraps on this one here at Black Bear Casino with a great night of fighting here under Jungle Boy Walter's gym. And just a great pro fight for the first debut pro fight for him. And I think we're looking at Minnesota boxing, as we've been saying all night, is alive and well. And we got some great young fighters that are coming up. Hopefully by this, you're going to be able to see that this is definitely a show that you need to come in and see. It's one thing to be able to watch it if you can't be here. But on the other hand, if you get to see it live and feel those body shots, and you know, we don't get to get the cameras up close enough to see all the sweat and everything flying in the air, but that's something you feel when you're here. Hey, we talk about this with stock car racers, are the same thing. If they can go to a local dirt track to watch them, hear the roar, feel the rumble, you don't get that on a screen. And it's the same thing with boxing, and it's one of those things, if you come, you'll watch it, you'll be hooked. And don't forget, you got all the local amateur boxers that are out there working hard as well. Bunch of younger aspiring athletes, and they're a lot of fun to watch too. And those events, we'll bring those up, and those will be on the site as well. But you can get your DVDs here online at the iFan store, $10 plus shipping. And Sam the Sham will get those out the door, personally stuffed envelopes. And then we'll also get this up in the archives. This will take a little bit just to get up in the archives. And so that'll be in the next day or two. That will be up there for online viewing. And then we'll be looking for the next boxing round. So like I said, I think this fall is going to be a very busy and very interesting round out of the year. But can't thank all of our sponsors enough for all that they do, helping us get everywhere that we need to do. As I know Dave has been rolling through those here throughout the evening. And so for myself, Craig Morrissey, Dave Williams back there, Sam the Sham Williams, Dave Johnson running camera, did a great job as always. And Kalinda, thank you for sitting in here the last couple fights. Maybe we'll have to put you on the...
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Usually I'm, in the back. I'm busy working. But it's nice to be out here. I know a few things about boxing.
We'll bring the third chair in here all the time, and we'll just give you a straight headset. We don't have to move it back and forth. You know, I got a volume control if we just don't need to hear
Just
Chuck.
so you know,
as all
sometimes Chuck and I do disagree. We have our
that
own
one we could take out in the middle of the ring.
Right.
So for the iFan crew here at Black Bear Casino, thanks for tuning in here tonight, and we will catch you right here on the iFan. Have a great night, folks.